Good morning and welcome back to Darwin. Here we are at the Winnelli Showgrounds for Motorox 2025. This show seems to get bigger and better every year. So let's go for a walk through at an amazing range of different kinds of racing cars, street cars, exotic, originals. The whole range is here this year. Just looking at some of these track cars from the 80s and 90s. I think this one here was one of the last VLs, was raced in Group A Racing, which is now V8 Supercars. There you go, Win Percy and Alan Grice. Alright, we've just come into the Foskey's Pavilion. Apologies for the lighting, it's not great. Fantastic range of these cars from the 60s, 70s and 80s. Little bit of everything in this one. Nice 88 GSX. Right up to this 2024 Hayabusa. Right, just an overview here of the type of cars that we've got in the Foskeys. Now this is quite possibly the star of the show. This is Ruby. I will leave a link to the special in Street Machine magazine that they did. So there's far too much detail to go into right here. This is absolutely immaculate. I think it was a ground up rebuild and the owners just did absolutely everything that they could. It's in the Mazda red, and it just glows. Got a lot of lights on it, a lot of mirrors underneath. Absolutely beautiful. Now, a lot of these vehicles are local Darwin cars, which will still drive around on Friday nights and on the weekends with the red Rego plates. That's our Club Rego up here. But it's great to see them all on display. And a very well attended event. That's why quite often I've got to snake through the people here just so we can see the cars. Okay, Clayton's brought along his GT40, but it's this 1968 McLaren race car. Very rare, quite possibly the only one in existence, and was said to be faster at the Watkins Glen track faster than a Formula One car. Pretty amazing that they brought this thing all the way to Darwin so that we can take a look at it. Yes, that's right, 1968. And it was achieving over 300 mile per hour. Alright, one of my favourites at this car show. I saw it at last year's Motorox as well. Beautiful Chevy Chevelle. The owner was happy to tell me all about it. Nice guy. It's an amazing car. Love this one. Still with a left-hand drive too. I think it's in the upcoming movie Top End Bubs, which is a sequel to Top End Wedding. I'm yet to see it, so apparently the car does feature in it. Now, not all of these vehicles are in original condition. But people have changed them up quite a bit. Different engines. Very lucky to see all these old Tiranas. They may or may not be originals. But a lot of people from my vintage would remember these being driven around daily. I'm not exactly sure what this vehicle is. Maybe an FJ highly modified. I think this was one of the Walkinshaw VLs. Very big body kit on this particular version. Very nice HQ SS. My old high school teacher, Mr. Randall, he had one of these. So we used to see him driving it to school every day. I did get to drive a genuine GTR XU1 back in the late 70s, early 80s. My friend had one of these. Amazing vehicle to drive. And my brother had one of these Tiranas. So they were nice car to drive as well. Very sporty, and they did make the Bathurst model. So Peter Brock made these cars very famous with all these victories in the Bathurst race. Just beautifully presented. I do like these, the styling of these old Camaros. Sort of your classic original muscle car. 1968. A very powerful engine. Unfortunately, the handling wasn't the best. Yeah, great style, and another one very nicely presented. Thanks to Clayton, for he always brings out the GT40 for us to admire. Okay, a lot of cars this year, they had to put these in the back shed. Not great lighting, but very nice old Kingswood here. Still with everyday rego, so they might be driving it on the daily. One of the classic old Valiant Chargers. Unrestored. Another one of the old Valiant, Chrysler Valiant AP5 or AP6. Not everyone loved the style. It's become a little bit more of a collector's item these days. Alright, we've got one of the original old Land Cruisers here. Looks like this one was set up to go bull chasing or bull catching. Thus the heavy duty pipe welded around the sides. Looks like they pulled it out of the back paddock somewhere. Fantastic to see a lot of these old LJ and LH XU1 Tiranas, nicely restored. Hard to tell if they're original. A few more cars in the back shed here. I know a lot of these local owners have been so busy polishing these cars, getting them ready for display. Takes time, so we always thank them for putting in the effort to bring them out here. Nice old Sandman, Holden Sandman here. My father owned one of these back in the late 70s. So well looked after, this particular car. I've seen it on previous occasions. Very well presented. Alright, I think we have a Triumph TR7 here. It looks like it's mid-restoration, but it's great that they could bring it along. You don't often see these. Not too sure there's many getting around these days. Now this is a Holden Sandman Ute. I can't recall seeing too many of the Utes back in the late 70s. I did see many of the panel vans, but this thing is in absolutely immaculate condition. '72 SS, that would be the HQ. It's got the racing harness. Not sure if they use it as a drag car or as a track car. But it's very straight, in great condition. One of the few Japanese cars on display here. So the R35, looking good. I don't know enough about these to say whether it's original or not. It's great to have a bit of variety. It's not necessarily all about the classic and vintage cars here. Another great example of the HQ. Got the 350 Chev installed. Give it a little bit more power. Very straight, very nice. Okay, well, thank you all for coming along, checking out this amazing range of vehicles. So we shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.